Alright, so once again, one more time, this is being recorded on my cell phone, so if you do not like the cell phone footage, this is your chance to say, hey Britt, go back to the camera. Anywho, it's pretty convenient. I like the timer in the top and I don't like doing any editing. I'm lazy. So what's this video about? Well, aside from people worrying about 4K, there's another weird tumor that's reared its ugly head in the gaming community. And that tumor is, of course, VR. I'm gonna piss some people off now. What is VR? What is the Oculus Rift? What is the Hive? What are these little goofy headsets and funny little controllers that people are playing with? Well, I'll give you a hint. We would like to play Kinect. That's what they are. They're just like the PlayStation Move. They're just like the Kinect. They're just like the Wii U gamepad. They're just like the Wii controller and nunchuck. They're another stupid gimmick that people are willing to throw money at for some reason. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, well, Brett, why do you have such a problem with VR technology? I have a problem with anything that usually takes away from what I would consider normal gaming. Anything that takes away from the act of having a controller or mouse and keyboard, the act of having a controller or mouse and keyboard in your hand and playing a game on a fucking TV screen or a monitor or whatever. Or, let's give a little love to the handheld people, having your handheld and playing your game and watching your screen. That to me is gaming. My idea of gaming is not sitting there with some fucking thing on my head and waggling around and doing this and doing that. And it doesn't appeal to me. But it also seems like it's another dumb gimmick. It's another stupid thing. It's another fucking dead end of technology that we've seen time and time again with countless other endeavors. When I see these people talking about these headsets and these things, it seems appealing. Don't get me wrong. Like, I would love to play, for instance, I hear Alien Isolation has been made compatible with one of these headsets. And that's a cool idea. That's a great idea. But the problem I have is you have this situation where you've got multiple games being produced for these things that really don't make any sense being produced for these things. For instance, there was one game that looked really interesting to me called Chronos. What is Chronos? It is a third-person hack-and-slash platform RPG style game, kind of reminiscent in graphic style to games like Fable. And it looks like a lot of fun. Why is this on a virtual reality headset? I thought the point of having a virtual reality headset was to mimic virtual reality. I thought the whole point of this was to play a first-person style game and look around. What does a third-person hack-and-slash RPG adventure have to do with looking around in a virtual landscape? I can understand if it was first person, it was like playing Oblivion, one of these things. That sounds pretty cool. You know, you got your sword, you got your shield, and you. That's cool. But you have a bunch of these different weird little games being produced for these things that don't really, in my opinion, justify the purchase price. For instance, when I buy an Xbox One and I buy a PS4, they're around $300 to $400. When I get one of these things, my idea is Uncharted 4, my idea is Gears of War, my idea is all these different little games that look really cool on my TV. But when you're buying this headset, number one, nobody really addresses the fact that most of these games look like shit. Going back to the performance and resolution and things like that, these games don't have very good graphics. They don't look very impressive. Now, I can understand if you were playing something like Killzone. For instance, let's just go with Killzone 3 because that's the last one I played. I can understand if you were playing something like Killzone and you had this fucking thing on your head and you were like, oh man, check out the texture on this dead Hellgas. That looks amazing. But when I'm sitting there and I'm playing some third-person platformer or some goofy little racer game or these weird things that are being produced for these headsets, I just have to ask, why? Virtual reality, VR, the act of having the headset on and being immersed in it. This is the reason I play first-person shooters. I don't play first-person shooters for anything other than the act of first-person and shooting. And I play other games like, first-person adventure, first-person horror, that kind of thing. The point of first-person is to immerse yourself in the character. For instance, when I'm playing a game like Dark Souls, those monsters and the undead are attacking my character, my player-created RPG character. When I'm playing Skyrim and I'm in fucking first-person, they're attacking me. That's the level of immersion we're looking for. I just don't see it with some of these games they're producing for it. Now, if they were to announce these things and suddenly start saying like, oh, you'll be able to play all your older games with these things, that would be pretty cool. Like the idea of going back through, let's say, Condemned Criminal Origins with a VR headset, sign me up. Being able to go through all the Fear games with a VR headset, sign me up. But personally, I don't want to fucking play Fable, aka Chronos, which does look like fun. I would play it if it didn't need the fucking headset. If it doesn't need the headset, I'll still play it. That's not my idea of enjoyability. That doesn't really justify to me a $300 price tag. It's not just the games, though. Again, it's the gimmick. A lot of people probably don't understand what I mean when I say a gimmick. So let me explain it again. PlayStation Move is a gimmick. Kinect is a gimmick. The Wii U gamepad is a fucking gimmick. The nunchuck and Wiimote is a gimmick. Gimmick, in my mind, is something that pulls away from the purity of just playing your game on a controller and enjoying what's happening on the TV. Like I have been tested in the fires of gaming. When I hold one of these controllers, you know what I'm doing? I'm not looking at this controller. I'm sitting here, I'm playing my game, the controller's in my hand, and I know, oh, left trigger, shoot, right trigger. Oh, I need to throw a grenade. Oh, I need to crouch. I need to do this, I need to do that. Oh, I need to swipe on the fucking touchpad that I hate. I'm not looking at my controller. When I was playing with the Wii U gamepad, all I did was look at the fucking controller. Oh, you're playing Zombie U. Hold the controller up and stare into the screen, dumbass. That right there is a gimmick. It's a distraction. I just want to play my game. I want to hold my controller and I want to play my game. But I can't do that because you have these gimmicks. The Kinect, you're sitting there and you're frantically trying to get it to work. With the PS Move, you're holding these fucking dildos in your hands. With the nunchuck and the Wiimote, oh man. Some games honestly worked perfect. Some games were great, but other games I had to fight them. I don't like distractions. I don't like that on my PS Vita when I'm playing Uncharted, I have to swipe and I have to mess with the back thingies. I have to touch and do this and do that. I'm like, there's buttons. Can I use the buttons? There's sticks. Can I rotate this object with the stick? No? Okay. Gimmicks. Gimmicks distract from just playing the game. And that's the problem I have with this VR technology. Once again, it's some extra thing. You don't need it. You don't have to have it in order to enjoy some of these hot new games that are coming out. But if you want to play some of this fucking early access looking Steam garbage, well, you get yourself a headset, boy. You spend that disposable income. Fuck. I just think of all the cool things you could get besides a headset. For instance, the headsets are going for what, $300 to $500? I think that's pretty much how they are. When I think of that, I think I could get Dark Souls 3, Doom, I could pre-order Deus Ex. Don't want to augment my pre-order. Fuck you. Fuck you, Square Enix. I think of like I could get a new controller, so I could co-op with friends. I could get a new headset. I could get PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live Gold and be able to play online with people for once. Those are the things I think about when I look at the price tags of some of these headsets that you don't need. We tried VR once. You know that, right? You know that. We tried VR once. It was way back in the day with those goofy little fucking things. You'd put it on your eye and you'd see images and stuff. We had the Virtual Boy. You remember the Virtual Boy? Yeah, the Virtual Boy. Just like when I hear PS 4.5, I think of the Sega 32X. When I hear about the Oculus Rift, I think of the Virtual Boy. You know what the Virtual Boy had? A bunch of dumb games. I had one game that kind of seemed like virtual reality with the Robo Fighters. Are you wearing an Oculus Rift? Put it on. It's a gimmick. It's a dumb thing that we tried once and turned out to be a dead end then. Why do you think it would work now? What's going to happen with these headsets is, number one, it's already working with the advertisements, the YouTubers that put these things on, and, oh man, this is so cool, this is so great. I mean, I got mine for free, you'll have to buy yours, but this is really great. Oh no, jump scares. That's happening. I've seen it. I like to watch Markiplier, but when I see him put on that stupid fucking headset, I'm just like, I'm not buying it. But we have people that are producing these. These things are going to be overpriced. They're going to be underdeveloped. The graphics are not as good. The gameplay is not as good. You know, these games that are being produced for these things, like exclusively for these things, they're not going to go anywhere. They're not going to make any money. This is another dead-end thing. I'm calling it. It's a dead-end cycle. I've seen it happen before. I've seen it with all these other stupid little fucking things that we used to think were fun, but we played them for about 5 minutes before we put the Wii in the closet and went right back to our Xbox 360 or our PS3. I burped a little bit. I don't know if y'all could hear that. Anywho. I'm not a fan of the VR stuff. I'm not a fan of these overpriced toys. Which, don't get me wrong, the Xbox One and the PS4 are wholeheartedly overpriced toys. But they're overpriced toys that I can enjoy. I can sit here with my controller, play my game. And that's the end of it. That's the end of what has to happen. That's the end of the entire scenario. I sit down, I grab my controller, and I play my game. With Oculus, with all these things, you have the headsets, you've got different controllers if you're using those types of games. Am I wrong in thinking you also got to set up cameras so it knows about your head movements? It doesn't seem like it's worth the effort or the money to invest in it. Kind of reminds me of the Wii U. Boy, did I hate that thing. What are your thoughts? Are you looking forward to VR technology? Do you want to dump a lot of money into this that honestly is not going to go anywhere? Do you look forward to playing these different types of games? Are you a fan of these types of games? Now, again, me personally, I would love to play something like Condemned Criminal Origins or Fear, you know, first-person horror. That's what I would think would be perfect for VR. First-person anything. Shooter, adventure, puzzler, whatever. As long as it's set in first person and you can move around a 3D environment, that would be something that I would think would be worth it. But, I mean, do you really want to play Chronos? Do you want to spend $300 to $500 to play fucking Chronos? You answer that question for yourself. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. Hope that you're, if you're a VR faithful, I hope you're nice and pissed and your underoos are twisted up real good and tight. Be sure to like the video, because if you don't like it, somebody else is going to thumb it down. And if you do not like the cell phone footage, this will be the last time I do it. If you do like the cell phone footage, then let me know and I will keep doing it, because personally I like not having to edit, and I like having a little timer that lets me know that I'm at 13 and 40 seconds. But when it comes down to VR, it's a dead-end road. It's a gimmick. It's the Virtual Boy all over again. It's the Wiimote. It's the Wii U gamepad. It is the Sony Move, and it is the Kinect. And we all know what has happened with those pieces of shit. Don't get me wrong, I love my Wii, but classic controller all the way. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for thumbing it up. You guys do take care.